a big driveway project to do over the next 3-4 days. We're gonna clean it up so that we can do some crack repair. Been digging out this little pothole here, and on the edge using mostly a wire brush, a little pick. I'm going to go through all this area along the crack here. And get it prepped all the way up. As we're on a slope, we get a lot of rain coming down the driveway. And through the winter, that's going to cause depression, cracks. Anyway, now it's time to get it done and seal it. We'll see how it goes. No rush. Sweaty work. So, using the edge trimmer to expose the driveway that my neighbor has been mowing part of, I guess, because easy 2 feet there, sod, and at least 8 inches all the way up. So I'm getting down to the edge. Keep going that way. Good start. It's hot out. So I've been at this for 3 hours now and getting tired, but next phase is the power blaster. And we're going to take the water to it and get some of the fine dirt off. Right down to the pavement, asphalt, and clean out some of these holes. There we go. Give that should take about another hour, and we'll have a look at it when it dries. Nobody said it was fun, but it is. Water's on. Just when you think it's clean, it's not. Lots more to do, we'll speed it up. Using some crack filler. I'm going to spread that around. Day 2 on the driveway repair. So what started out as I want to get the driveway sealed became I got to fix the cracks and repair the potholes and the other problems that I've seen. So the driveway, this part of it anyway, which goes out maybe 40 feet, is probably 28 years old, maybe. It was paved before I bought the house, so I've been here 28 years. So it's weathered quite well. But these cracks and missing pieces need to be repaired. Actually, the driveway needs to be redone. I just don't want to spend the $5,000 or whatever it's going to cost to do it. So I did yesterday quite a bit of cleaning and some crack sealing with the crack filler, airport grade by Black Knight. Today I went and rented a tamper, and I'm going to use Aquaphalt and some more filler, different kind, because I've got to fill these cracks that run up to where the new pavement was done by the city when they dug up the front to do a new curb, and they only paved down to where you see right here. So they did about 20 feet. The problem that I see here is that when they originally paved this driveway before I bought the house, the lip that I talked to them about is high enough so that the water that comes down the hill here stops and goes there. But when it does flood through the winter and stuff, it'll come over, and that's a lot of water, hundreds of gallons probably per rainstorm, and it comes down here along the side and is supposed to go down the side between the houses here, but there's a rock, and they paved right up to the rock, which created a dam. And so there's the trouble area right here. You can see it. Lots of depression, crumbling, pretty ugly. So the water was hitting here, and I noticed that yesterday when I was doing the cleaning, and it would just pool all the way back. And in this area especially, almost like a little lake, and that sunk the driveway. So I tried to free it up a little bit to have the water go down through, but I know it's not going to work. So what I'm going to do anyways is try to fill that as best I can. I rented a tamper, and fill some cracks in preparation for the ceiling. That's the plan. That and a cup of coffee. Day 2. I figure this is a 4-day project. Got to enjoy the day and have some fun. Okay, let's open up the Aquaphalt, which is water activated. We're gonna do this hole where my tire sits on the CRV. There, it looks like. Just put some in. It's not going to be perfect because I'm doing it. Just like if you did it. It ain't going to be perfect, but it'll last. Sticky. Tampers a rental, Home Depot. Again, not going to be perfect. We're going to add the filler later. I'll do some on the edge here where the water comes in. I think you just use what tools you have. I mean, you could buy a trowel, sure. I'll go borrow one, but I just got this tool that I use for flooring. Trying to make it better, not perfect, just better. So for tamping on this one, I'm just guessing that I'm gonna do it by hand. Hope for the best. Now it's water activated, so we're gonna sprinkle it with water. Get a mist on it. I have to get it in the bucket. So we added a little Aquaphalt 6.0. We tamped it down, added some water into those two areas. We're going to see how it hardens, and then add some filler around the sides. Update, we did all the cracks with the Aquaphalt, tamped it down, all the way down pretty much. Now we're going to add some water and tamp it down again. Well, you know how one job always turns into two, and then 3 and 4. Anyways, seal coating the driveway. I did the patches, and we used Aquaphalt, which I think is going to be a great product for what we use it for. Water activated. Anyways, the next project is this very large depression. Now I don't want to fix it totally. I'm going to leave a little slope, but you can see how high it is up here. It comes down into this gully, lake, whatever you want to call it. But what I decided to do is use some cold patch, and I got 6 bags of Quikrete, 66 pounds each. So we're gonna put them in there, tamp it down tonight, drive over it with the car and hopefully get it compacted. And then we'll see what it looks like. Anyway, that's the next project. Wish me luck. Alright, now we're going to use some Quikrete 66-pound bags. And I left them in the sun to warm up, so they're a little bit easier to maneuver. Anyway, I'm going to put it in here. Never used it before. See how this goes. It's a double bag. That's good. And we're spreading it with a rake. So, trying to make a ridge right on the edge. And then we'll flatten it out, making a new ridge on the end here. I gotta tamp it yet. The last bag. Way. Now the instructions say you can drive on it to add some weight to it. So that's what we're going to try to do. We won't turn our wheels though. Good morning, September the 5th. It's day 3 of my asphalt project. And just gonna get the coffee and the little breakfast here going. Gotta eat before we go out. Must say I slept really well last night. I didn't wake up until 6 something this morning. Anyway, I'm gonna have some coffee and get to it, right? We gotta do some sealing today, and first we gotta clean everything, and that's about it. I think today will be the end of the project, then we can move on to something else. So let's get to it. The biggest project was 6 bags of cold asphalt in here. So today, I'm going to clean the driveway off. Then I'm going to seal it. So that looks pretty good right now. But we're going to make it better. There's the garden. September the 5th, 2024. Before and after. So I'm using Black Knight Airport Plus 5-year. Got to stir it, and I'm going to trim the edges and the front and all around here, and then I'm going to take the squeegee that I got at Home Depot and the roller, and for the trim we're using a paintbrush that's around here somewhere. This should take a couple hours. It's sunny, so we'll take our time. And anyway, we've prepped it twice. I've done the broom. I took my wire brush after the last little video and I took off some mildew and some rough edges. I trimmed it again with some more filler. So I'm ready to go. You can only prep so much, but the more prep, probably the better. Again, not perfect. It's hot, about 24 degrees out here in the sun. That should help the drying time. Just makes you sweat. There it is. I guess there's solids mixed in here, so clean the stick off. Oh yeah, you can definitely feel it. So we're going to be stirring for a little bit, get it all mixed up. This could take some time. The other method is use a drill. Anyway, we'll come back with the brush and do some of the edges. Stay tuned. So it's an hour later. Black Knight 5-year. Too thick. There should be a sign that says, for the average person, and that's me, and probably most of you, you can't stir that with a stick. You need something like power to stir it. So I went to Home Depot and rented something that one guy said would work, other guy said no, not going to work. What I would have preferred, now that I've opened the Black Knight Airport Plus, is I probably would have preferred something that's pre-mixed, just shake it up, stir it with a stick, ready to go. But I didn't. So I'm going to stick with this because the quality is there from what I understand, but it's not for the faint of heart. And it's in chunks. So this is what we have. And it's just thick. The chunks are that deep. It's you can't stir it, as you can see. Maybe you saw it on the video. So this is what I rented. and we're going to give that a shot here in a minute. Just going to get the cord to plug it in. Hopefully that'll work fine. We'll see. Stay tuned. So here we go. I smashed the concrete off of the stir stick, I'm going to call it. You hit the button, it stirs it up. So I'm going to give it a shot. She's pretty thick. I'll try to pull some out. Chunks, as you can see. Here we go. Chunks. Lots of chunks. Going slow, I don't want to spill it. So yeah, with the right tools, a power mixer, as you can see the consistency there, it looks okay. So now I'm going to take it in a little bucket and go over that way and try painting a little bit. There, we're finished trimming all the way down the edges on both sides and on the front. And my next project is to take the second bucket. We're going to mix it up with the power drill, whatever you want to call it, mixer. So there's what we've got done all the way down here to the front. And then I did this little spot. So we trimmed all that. Now we're going to haul out the roller and the squeegee, use what's left in the first bucket with the second bucket, and hopefully get a finished product or run out, either one. There we go. Not sure if I'm going to use the squeegee or the roller. Well, we have to start somewhere. Start with the squeegee. Goes on thick. I like the squeaky. There's the coverage of that first bunch that I put in. Pretty good. Again, it's not perfect, but that's progress and hope. Let's see how the rest goes. Well, here we have part of the driveway done. This is one coat down to here. And of course, typical, I had 2 buckets of this and I have run out. So the main area is left to do. It dries so quick, it's turning black up here. And as you look down, you can see where I just finished, and that's brown. Anyway, I think I got this at Canadian Tire, pretty sure. The wife will know. I'm gonna go up and get some more so we can finish this. As I rented that stir, I only got it till tomorrow. So I'm down to the last bucket, and we have this much area to do. I think it's going to do just fine, and then we're going to go over the main area up there and see if there's any touch-ups to do. I'm getting tired. It's 5 o'clock. Almost done. Twilight. Finished up. little bit. 3 days and $600 later. This is what it looks like at the end of the third day. Well, this has been a couple hours. There's a few spots I have to touch up. And we just finished down here at the breezeway. So it has to dry. But overall, it was fun. And really, that's what it's all about. Hope you enjoy the day. I'll do a little update tomorrow. But that'll do it for my driveway sealing and repair adventure. Wonder what the neighbors are going to think. Oh, that was fun. It's 7:30 tonight, day 3. I finished my project, at least until tomorrow when I take another look at it. But here you go. This is what it's all about. If you're thinking of trying it, I think you should. What's the worst that can happen? It's a beautiful evening. My wife likes it. That's important. You know, it was difficult, but more of a challenge. I'm glad I did it. Took 3 days. Hope you like it. Enjoy the day. Have some fun out there.